Good morning. We're going to focus on the second part of how to handle disagreements, particularly here. We're thinking about peace and relationships and how they come together. And there's a particular situation that arose in Philippi that Paul is addressing. He said in verse 2, I entreat Euodia and I entreat Syntyche to agree in the Lord. And I mentioned to you that Euodia means prosperous journey, Syntyche means accident. So the idea is like these people who are in conflict. They come together. One's prosperous journey, accident. There's a wordplay happening here. These two ladies he identifies as people who are on mission, or they're supposed to be, right, along with some others. And in verse 3, you see this. And as he does, he's wanting help in navigating peace between these ladies. Something has emerged in the relationship that's caused problems, and they need some help. So verse 3, he says, yes, I ask you also, true companion, help these women who have labored side by side with me in the gospel together with Clement and the rest of my fellow workers whose names are in the book of life. The phrase whose names are in the book of life is Paul's way of saying they're all believers. The gospel is supposed to be both the umbrella over them, protecting them, and sort of the air that they breathe and traffic in their relationships. So they should relate to one another in light of, or in lieu of, the gospel. When he says in verse 3, yes, I ask you also, true, the word for companion is the word syzygus. And some people have thought that maybe that was the name of a particular person. It's a little odd, because it'd be a little odd to say true syzygus, but maybe there's a wordplay that's happening here. Maybe there's a little double entendre. He's Paul's companion, and his name is Syzygus. I don't know. In any way, there's clearly someone, whether they're named or specifically Syzygus, or they're just generically referred to as companion. There's someone that he wants to help navigate peace regarding Euodia and Syntyche. I think this is important because sometimes it's not just your relationships directly that matter. It's how you're helping other people navigate peace within your church. If you know people who are at discord, you probably ought to help them navigate peace. That doesn't mean you stick your nose in where it doesn't belong. It doesn't mean you become a busybody. It doesn't mean you get some information here and information here. It means that you're the kind of person who is a peacemaker. So you don't feed it. You don't stir it up. You don't make people more angry. It becomes sometimes easy to sort of ally yourself with one person and feed their anger, really, by going, I can't believe she did that to you. I can't believe he said those things. And it only feeds anger. You need to be a peacemaker. I think a helpful verse here is James 3:18, which reads, and a harvest of righteousness is sown in peace by those who make peace. A harvest of righteousness is sown in peace by those who make peace. So out of even people in discord, a lot of good things can emerge if someone can speak in, and someone can relate, and someone can be sensitive, and someone can care enough to be someone who sows in peace. They're a peacemaker. They make peace. What comes from that? A harvest of righteousness. A harvest of righteousness. So let me encourage you. Help the church, as Ephesians 4:3 says, to maintain the unity of the Spirit and the bond of peace. Help the church do that by helping people get along and agree under the umbrella of and amidst the air of the gospel. Because we're all accountable for the church being unified and filled with peace. May the Lord bless you today.